Sorry about that. I am back, and sorry for any noise in the background. I'm just gonna take the pawn on e4, which revealed an attack on his knight from my queen. Seemed reasonable to do. Okay, so he defends it this way. Yeah, he had a couple ways of defending that. He could have gone bishop to f4. Would have been a legitimate option for him, but he elects f4. So here I think I'm going to go queen d5 actually, which is sort of an unusual move. Like the normal move would just be rook d8 there without any thought, but sometimes there's merit to making a move whereby if your opponent takes you can recapture in a favorable way to your position. So, okay, he does this. I'm just going to take the queen since I am running low on time here. Let's just kick his knight and encourage him to take, and then if he takes, I'll take on c4. So we'll just have a little sweet trade there. Yep. That's fine by me. If he goes rook e1, okay, it goes there. I'm going to go bishop d3. Really just entrench that piece there. Okay, so I believe this move is a blunder because of rook c8 with this skewer of his knights. So we will take that. We will bag the material. Gotta take material when you're allowed to. And yeah, this is a very good position for black. The question is, can I make it on the clock? And I should be able to. Let's just go king f7. I'm going to try to do what they call castling by hand in chess, where you don't castle the normal way, but you manually castle, it's basically castling in your own unique way, is how I would describe it. Yeah, here, obviously black has a dominant position, but you just have to make sure that, that you're not blundering any material, and that you're just making very, very safe moves. And yeah, my thought process in these kind of positions is very simple. I obviously when the opponent hangs material like he just did, take it and try to be as aggressive as you can whilst not compromising your position in any way, would be my 2 cents. And it can be easy to do that if you let your guard down. So don't let your guard down. Stay alert the whole way, and everything should work out for you if you do that. If you do that. Okay, so I'm going to pre-move this. And everything is falling apart for white. The threat here is rook c2, followed by some discovered check, of which there are many in this position. I'll just take the pawn. Why not? Many winning moves, but this is clean. Okay, goes for this one, but that does nothing to stave off my threats. In these situations, you should just make trades, simplify, and go for checkmate as quickly as you can. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So now after king, okay, he goes for this one. I will mate like this. There were a couple different ways to mate there. Another one would have been, if I can scroll back, I don't know why it's so difficult to do that. Yeah, so here it's important to note that had white played king a1 here, rook a2 is made because the knight covers both the rook and the b1 square. So it's a classic box for the king. And had he, well, we saw what happened after king c1, but had he, there are two different ways to mate here. Rook c2 as I played, or simply bishop e3, which is made, of course, because the knight once again covers the square on b1, and it's just sort of a different kind of box. So, yeah, where did my opponent really go wrong in this game? Well, let's find out. So he started with e3, and this is really irritating that I can't access the move so easily. I'm just going to zoom out my screen here. So I just responded classically with d5 and then c5, challenging the pawn on d4, which is always the way that you should play in, or at least that I would recommend playing in these queen-pawn openings. You know, and of course it's master approved to play like that. Like almost any master game you'll see will involve this c pawn push. He gave a check, which is a pretty toothless check. It doesn't improve white's position in any way. It's not a bad move, but it poses no threat to black. No threat at all. And actually, it helped me because I was able to get my bishop to a6 and stop his castling. Yeah, here it was just a question of how to defend my c-pawn, but I think I found a good way to do that. Perhaps this wasn't best. Maybe rook c8 was better, but that seemed very silly to just assign the rook to just guarding a pawn when rook should really be doing more than that. Queen d5 was useful. Yeah, the rest was pretty self-explanatory. I was able to win this knight and develop a dominating position because my pieces were very close to his king at this point. Just defending my rook, so that if he were to take my rook, it would improve my bishop. Yeah, that's about it, really, I think.